In this video, I'm going to show you how to configure a full race weekend server on Assetto Corsa EVO. We'll go through every setting so you can set up your event quickly and correctly. On this page, you can choose your official Assetto Corsa EVO server. All plans offer unlimited driver slots, meaning the server itself never limits you. You simply use every slot the track supports. For most circuits, that usually means 16 drivers. In this section, you have 3 options. The custom server gives you full flexibility. With unlimited, you can use every slot that the track provides without restrictions from the server plan. With the custom option, you can choose a duration from 1 to 365 days and select the region where the server will run. The second option is the daily server, active for 24 hours with track-based unlimited slots. It's perfect for a single race or a special event you want to set up quickly. The third option is the 30-day server, which includes the same features but stays active for an entire month. Now, I choose the 30-day plan, select the Milan region, and click Get It Now. This brings me to the payment page. On the right, you see the full summary of your server. On the left, you can choose how to pay using account funds, credit card, or other supported methods like Klarna or Ideal. You enter your details, confirm with Pay Now, and your 30-day server is immediately activated and ready to use. Let's start with the general information section. The zone option lets you choose the data center where your server will be hosted. I'm selecting Milan to get the best possible ping for my region. The server name is what players will see in the public server list. So, choose something clear and recognizable. The game type determines the structure of the event. Selecting Race Weekend automatically enables practice, qualifying, warm-up, and race. Next, we have the weather settings. This choice affects visibility, temperature, grip, and lap consistency. Broken Clouds gives you heavier cloud coverage and a darker, more realistic atmosphere. Clear means a fully sunny sky with ideal conditions. Drizzle introduces light rain with a slightly wet track and reduced grip. Heavy rain brings intense rain, reduced visibility, and very challenging driving conditions. Overcast sets a completely covered sky and lower track temperatures. Rain equals normal rain conditions. Scattered clouds adds a few clouds without impacting grip. Below that, you'll find initial grip. Green means the track is almost fresh with very little rubber and low grip. Fast indicates a medium level of rubber on the surface. Optimum gives you a perfectly rubbered-in track with maximum grip. This setting has a strong impact on lap times and car stability. And here you simply choose the session type for your event. Then, you can set the 3 passwords. Admin password for managing the server, driver password for those joining the race, and spectator password for viewers. Finally, you can enable the cycle option. When cycle is enabled, the server automatically restarts the entire event once the final race ends. The weekend loops from the beginning without any admin action. It's perfect for public servers or continuous sessions where players can join at any time. When you finish setting up the general information section, use Apply to confirm the settings and move on to the next configuration step. Now let's move to track selection. Here you choose the circuit, the specific layout, and the event configuration. In my case, I select Imola, the GP layout, and the standard race configuration with the maximum number of available slots. After choosing the track and its layout, click Apply to save your choices and continue. Next, the car selection section. You can either enable all cars or manually select the ones you want. This allows you to create a single make event, a multi-class race, or a curated selection of specific categories. Simply check the cars you want to make available to drivers. Once you've selected the cars you want to allow on the server, press Apply to confirm and proceed. Now we get to the most important part, the session settings. This page lets you configure all 4 sessions of the race weekend: practice, qualifying, warm-up, and the race. The first 3 sessions share the exact same settings because they all work in the same way. They run for a fixed amount of time. They end automatically, and the server immediately prepares the next session. The race session instead has more options because it's the only one that can be based on either minutes or laps, and it controls how long the server waits on the grid before starting the race. Now, let's look at what each setting means. Duration defines how long the session lasts. For practice, qualifying, and warm-up, it's always in minutes. For the race, it can be minutes or laps, depending on the duration type you select. Date and time set the in-game day and hour when the session begins. This affects only lighting and atmosphere, sun position, shadows, and the overall look of the track. Time multiplier controls how fast in-game time passes. A value of 1 is normal speed. If you set 1800 with a 12 times multiplier, 1 real minute equals 12 minutes in-game. This has a visual impact only. Overtime waiting next session is the number of seconds the server waits after the session ends before loading the next one. For the race, this becomes the waiting time before restarting the whole weekend if cycle is enabled. Max wait to box is the maximum number of seconds the server waits for all cars to return to the pits. If everyone is back earlier, the session ends immediately. If someone stays on track, the session closes anyway when the timer expires. Minimum waiting for players applies only to the race. It defines how many seconds the server must wait on the grid before starting to give late joiners time to load in. Maximum waiting for players is also race only. It sets the longest time the grid can wait. If a driver doesn't press drive before this timer runs out, they start from the pit lane instead of the grid. These settings give you full control over pacing, timing, and how players join and start the race. And once all your sessions are configured, you click Save and Exit. This takes you back to the server list with your new server fully created and ready to go. Then click Start, and your official Assetto Corsa EVO server is now active, fully configured, and ready for your event. Now that our server is fully configured, let's see how to join it from inside the game. First, launch Assetto Corsa EVO and go to Multiplayer. Here you'll see the entire list of available servers. Since we already know the name of the server we created, we simply search for it in the list. If it doesn't appear right away, you can press refresh to update the server list. Once the server shows up, select it. If your server uses passwords, whether it's the admin password, spectator password, or driver password, the game will ask you to enter it before joining. After that, the server will load and you'll be able to choose your car, as long as the server allows free car selection. Then click Join, and you're inside your server, ready to race. At this point, you can drive, test, or enjoy your event exactly as you configured it. Thanks for watching, and enjoy your race weekend.